Saturday edition of Box Seat. I'm Adam McGrath, and again joined by Ian Lenton. Ian, we missed you on Wednesday, but back for the 7 races at Belmont.
It was a good day racing. We saw a really good win by 3 votes. Fantastic victory there, and we're trying to see if there's any other talent looking on this Saturday field, because there is a lot of good horses returning. The Birthday Stakes is one of the best races we've had this year.
I think it is going to be an absolute cracking day of racing. As we said, only 7 races, but the fields are strong and they're competitive, and looking forward to this one thoroughly. Let's take a look at the conditions that we are going to be faced with. 24 with possible showers throughout the day, rail out 6 metres, and we will be running on a good 3. So let's hope those showers stay away, and it's a perfect day of racing at Belmont Park. Let's get straight into it. We'll start with race number 1. It is the West Speed initial plate over the 1,000 metres. It's scheduled to commence at 1:28. And Ian, we're looking at all triallers.
Yeah, of course, the first 2-year-old race of the season, and it's always very difficult to see what horses had enough left in the trials, but I think the one that was most visually striking was the 7 Storm Power. Really good trial victory.
It certainly was. They did it with ease in the end, won by 4.8 lengths over the 400 metres, and we'll take a look at that run now.
And it's broken away to an early lead as they head to about the 200 mark. Also, Red Comet is improving and getting up into second spot, and they were followed further out then by Prince Moritz, but coming away as Storm Power. It is well clear over Mount Sepoy and Chinstrap. And
It jumped cleanly, Storm Power, and it was put under a bit of pressure early, but it really responded late for Jordan Turner. As Gino Manolini trained galloper will be having its debut like the others, but with 53 kilograms, which is a pretty big advantage.
Certainly is a big advantage, you mentioned there. One horse that I thought trialled exceptionally was number 8, Whispering Brook, for Simon Miller, Peter Nucky to ride. This horse just showed that natural ability and speed. He didn't have to touch it too often, and I thought it had plenty left up its sleeve.
Yeah, it was in that final 50 metres. I was a bit worried in all honesty, for 800 metres of that trial. I didn't know how much that horse had left. Final 50 metres, it really knuckled down and extended nicely. And, you know, this horse will likely lead. Simon Miller, first 2-year-old race of the season. You're probably playing it safe with him.
Number 2, Gangbuster, was also a really good trialler. They pulled away it and the Parnham horse and ended up doing with ease over the other triallers. And I thought, again, Harvey didn't ask for too much. He pushed it out a little bit late, but thought there was enough to show here that this horse could run the top 4. Yeah,
it's another one, isn't it? Trevor Andrews, 2-year-old. Paul Harvey, good barrier. This is the half to Let It Slip, who's racing around at the moment quite well. So Gangbuster looks like it has a bit of ability. And with those combinations, you'd prefer to be on it than others.
As you mentioned, it's the first 2-year-old race of the year, so we have analysed all of the trial form. Let's take a look at the selections, and I'm going to be tipping number 8, Whispering Brook, from number 6, SCHULZ, number 3, Gangbuster, and number 7, Storm Power.
8, Whispering Brook on top, like you, from 3, Gangbuster, number 7, Storm Power, and number 1, Chinstrap.
Race number 2 at Belmont Park. It is over 2,200 metres. And Ian, we see the 3-year-old Kiara Orakudu looking for 4 victories in a row, now against the older horses and now over a lot further distance.
Yeah, there's a few queries to consider coming into this with Kiara Orakudu. Will it be able to stay like some of these more seasoned gallopers? It is a much younger horse. It was just turned 3 about 2 months ago. So looking at that, there's a lot of negatives, but the other thing to consider is what horses from this race looked like this galloper did when they started. So it has something special, nominated for the Victorian Derby, and that recent victory was amazing.
Well, the horse looked to be in a fair bit of trouble approaching the top of the straight, and trainer Adam Durant didn't hide from that, but the finish was sensational, and we'll take a look at that now.
Smokin' Joe winds up Kiora Kutu, Headlander Boy the leader, 300 left to go. Now the Wizard goes to work. Simi Sizzle draws along side of it, and here comes Kiora Kutu. So the two fancies come together now. We were expecting this on the outside. Kiora Kutu gets a half a length over Simi Sizzle, but this favourite's going to be much too good. Comes away here.
At one point, yeah, it was put under a lot of pressure, but really knuckled down strongly, just ran through the line so well. And I think that the ambitions by Adam Durant says a lot about this galloper. He certainly knows good horses, and if he's thinking this is one of his best that he's had, then we have to take him on face value, because Kiora Kutu looks a superstar.
Drive West have been racing so well at Belmont Park, probably in career best form before it went to Kalgoorlie. The run in the Kalgoorlie Cup was very good as well. It drawn barrier 14 and only went down by under a length to Woodsville in the end. So another good run. It carries the 58 kilos here, but do you expect that form will continue on?
Yeah, I think you have to. The weight is a bit much, but it has won this campaign carrying the same weight. So look, it is one of the more seasoned gallopers racing at the highest level of staying distances at the moment. So probably one on paper that represents the biggest challenge to Kiora Kutu.
Number 3, DANECLICKED, is now third up in this campaign. He's been stepping up in the distance nicely, and with a small field, this looks to be a horse that can certainly cause a few troubles.
Yeah, the key with this horse is just being down in the weights. They rarely claim with this galloper, and it needs to. It hasn't ever really run a race above 56 kilograms. Last start in the 2J Cup was good. That was a low-rated race, but down to the 55 kilograms here from the 61, there was some good signs of DANECLICKED, and maybe could upset here, but unlikely.
And what about number 6, Military Service? Stephen Parnham's ride, barrier 2, the 54 kilos. So does get down in the weight. Do you see this race suiting?
I was disappointed last start, but on analysis of that race, it was caught 3 wide without cover. Just dismiss that. Needs to get closer to the speed and will be able to do that. Just it and Verdello Blue on speed in this race, so Military Service should be improved.
Well, let's take a look at selections then. I'm going to be tipping number 5, Kiara Okudu, from number 4, Insurgency, which I think will get a nice run with the 54 kilos. Number 3, DANECLICKED, and number 6, Military Service.
5, Kiara Okudu on top from 2, Verdello Blue, the 1, Drive West, and number 3, DANECLICKED.
Race number 3 at Belmont Park. It is over the 1,400 metres and scheduled to commence at 2:48, and I'm really looking forward to this battle. I don't want to say it's a 2-horse race because there are so many horses in good form, and including Coming Back and Military Ruler, but on paper I've got it between Battle Hero and Tonto, and that is going to be one hell of a battle.
Yeah, I would agree. I'm going to call it a 2-horse race.
Glad you
but,
will.
But I'm taking a risk with the 3 Coming Back and 4 Military Ruler. They've had a very sharp rise to this level. But what we saw of Battle Hero last start, this horse is a dual-listed winner, and it returned to racing in brilliant fashion over the 1,200 metres in exceptional time.
Looked as though it had plenty up its sleeve as well, so let's take a look at the closing stages of that run now.
Day, but Benito led them as they balance for home. Over 2 lengths clear from Duke of Cornwall. Here's Battle Hero into the clear. Down the outside, Chorus Boy with a run. Woolabar as well from our Brucey bonus. It's Benito. Here comes Battle Hero. Battle Hero levels up with 100 left to go. Woolabar down the outside, but Pike now sends the favourite clear, and Battle Hero pulls away.
Crushed his opponent's Battle Hero. This is a very promising galloper. Beat Benito by a length and a half. Goes up to the 58.5 kilograms here. When you consider that weight versus some of the others, it does seem well weighted given the class. Whether it could produce that over the 1,400 metres, I'm fairly sure most of us would agree it can.
Small field, 54.5 kilos, up to the 1,400 metres. A few positives there for Tonto. And William Pike, ridden this horse in 2 runs ago. Jason Whiting now 2 runs in a row as well, and he just knows this horse so well. I'm
getting excited about Tonto coming into this weekend. I think this is his race. Last start was just too far back. That's how he races. That's where he's resigned to be. But in a 7-horse field, right down in the weight, Tonto's finish last start was outstanding behind a very high-class rated race behind My Sister Lil, and I think here, dropping the 3 kilograms, Tonto is the one to beat.
Coming Back in Military Ruler, that looks to be a good battle on paper as well. There was only a long net between them 2 starts ago. Coming Back gets a 2-kilo swing on that from that occasion. There's been a few gear changes though for Military Ruler because they're a bit worried about how much the horse pulled. Again, I found it pretty hard to separate both.
Yeah, I have them together. I've probably gone just with the 4 Military Ruler given the gear changes and its on-speed racing pattern.
Okay, well let's take a look at selections then, and I'm going to be tipping at number 1 Battle Hero, from number 6 Tonto, number 3 Coming Back, and number 4 Military Ruler.
I'm the 6 Tonto on top from number 1 Battle Hero, number 4 Military Ruler, and the 7 Black Aria.
Race number 4 at Belmont Park. It is over the 1,000 metres and scheduled to commence at 3:25. When we look at the top of the paper, Man Booker v Hot Goods. This is going to be a very good race.
One of them will be leaving the race course on Saturday with their first loss, unless they dead heat. But it looks unlikely. These horses are so talented. I think the advantage maybe just sits with the 2 Hot Goods because it is an on-speed galloper, but it's going to be a cracking affair.
Well, its last run again was very impressive, and she was able to win by almost 3 lengths over Rebel Queen, which has since come out and had a victory as well. So let's take a look at that run now.
Has got the lead. Hot Goods clear by 2. Wings of Hope is running second. On the inside is Spin Drifter. Then came Rebel Queen under pressure. Behind them Messius, and then came Young George, but Hot Goods is nicely clear. Inside the 200 is doing it very easily. Out by 3.5. Spin Drifter gets up on the inside. Rebel Queen down the outside. Then Wings of Hope. Messius getting badly held up, but Hot Goods is going to walk in, and Hot Goods won by...
Yeah, superb performance by the 2 Hot Goods there. Really wasn't asked to do anything at all, which is probably explaining why the sectional time of the day was just okay. Lucy Warwick went very easy on this galloper, and you've said it there, Rebel Queen carried 53 in that occasion, came out at its next start carrying a lot more weight and brained in opposition. So I think Hot Goods on speed, no issue with the barrier. This will cross easy, and from that point on, be very hard to run down.
What about Man Booker? Been given a little bit of a freshen up here. Carries just the 57 kilos with Jerry Nosker to ride, and we know that this horse can attack the line strongly.
Yeah, that's right. I think the key to Man Booker with this race in beating Hot Goods is just trying to get as close as possible. Although the stable did try that with London Line, it backfired. So Man Booker probably looks a bit sharper than London Line. But I still think they just need to be within a few lengths of Hot Goods to be able to run it down.
A horse that we both have a lot of time for is number 9, Mystic Maid, a trade by David Harrison. First up, it was beaten 1 length by Bombs Away, which is amazing because this horse did so much wrong. It was just ugly to watch. It jumped awkwardly, didn't want to corner anything, and to still only go down by a length. There's a lot of positives here. Patrick Carberry takes the ride.
Yeah, brilliant performance by Mystic Maid, and that's the type of talent that she has shown. The barrier is awkward though, that's the other problem here. It looks like it would be just as hard to get into a position as it was last start.
Well, let's take a look at selections then for race number 4, and I'm going to be tipping number 2, Hot Goods, from number 1, Man Booker, number 9, Mystic Maid, and number 6, PUTERI Jewel.
And 2 Hot Goods on top from number 1, Man Booker. The 10, Light Up the Sky. This horse has beaten Senso in 3 votes over 1,000 metres. And number 9, Mystic Maid for 4.